Forte, the lone running back. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, Rivers. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Throwing Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Kill! One day. Check. Ready. Yellow lady.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, here we go. Bill 180. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Adams, 83 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for it. Touchback. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now.
And they'll begin this drive with C.J. Spiller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Cooper's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back near his goal line, Rivers. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. That's good for a Jets first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On first down, this is Forte. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, 83 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. On for the extra point is Folk. And the route is on here in this first half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Really young in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Really young in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And take it right at the 35. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 40. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Rivers on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. He got 29 yards that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Touchdown, New York Jets. The This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Bryant spread out to the right. A first down throw here for Rivers. And that is incomplete here. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. On second down, Rivers again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of something? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, and he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Play fake. Rivers. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The pitch comes to Forte. And cuts out right. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
26 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about when
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football, and they'll set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. They'll put it down right at... Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Forte, the lone running back. They go back to the air here after the INT. Left side and caught by Flainer. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kobe Flainer with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Now Folk for the extra point. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Another extra point opportunity here. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth, the flag. Now another shot here at the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now Spiller, the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know. They were coming after him.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Now let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Riley Cooper that time. And it's fourth down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him 27 yards that time. And the Jets are going to have it first and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They'll try. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tavares Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor.
I'm telling you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go!
Jackson now. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go! White 90!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. John Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now Spiller, the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Let's go! Grand 38! Ohio!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. 38.
They run again with Michael. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Michael, his second touchdown on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now Spiller, the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion.
No. Hey, alert three. Here we go now. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third down. And now they're in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Here we go. What?
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Flex round.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He was looking for Riley Cooper, and it's third and short.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Jackson now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Haoli Kikaha in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Going to throw right side here, complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another pistol look here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Michael. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
2nd and goal to go now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Christian Michael, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
3rd down is a down, both sides.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. That's complete. It's Bell. That one good for 21 yards. So out now come the Jets. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. On the carry, Michael. A good pickup there at 22.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to... want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, the advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, it's Michael. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Check 24.
Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran James Jones, the intended target, and it's fourth down.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Play action to Spiller. Now Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. get out of there.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Whoosh. Still fighting for more. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.